grandson over. It was kind of fun, and it's the first time he ever saw Masters of the Universe action figures. I took the castle from Castle Grayskull and carried this downstairs like this, and tried to get his attention. He was so busy watching TV, his eyes were kind of crossed, just staring at the TV. And I said, "Hey, you want to play something?" And he kept ignoring me, just kept staring at the TV. And I put this right in front of the TV, and then all of a sudden his eyes locked onto the castle. And then I moved the castle down and set it on the ground. His eyes watched the whole time as I set it down. And he hopped off the couch and he sat down next to me and decided to come join me to play action figures. So I opened the castle up, and I had these figures out for him. So I had Beastman out for him, Manny Faces, Zodiac, Tila, and of course He-Man. I didn't teach him all the different names yet. Let's see what someone's asking here. Oh, hey you guys. Hey Otis. The origin story. Yep. Still looking for Battle Armor He-Man, Battle Armor Skeletor. Got me Merman though. Awesome. Can't see anything. I don't know why you can't see anything, man. Is everyone else able to see what's going on the screen? Let me know if you can't see my screen, so I'll know. So then it was pretty fun. He sat down and he picked up Zodiac first. For some reason, Zodiac. Oh, you can see. Thanks, Rudy. He picked up Zodiac first, and he started playing with Zodiac. For some reason, it intrigued him. He wanted to try to take his armor off, but he didn't take it off. And he just kept looking at him and playing with the armor over and over again. It was funny. Well, his age is, he's almost 3. He's just right before turning 3, so he's still pretty young. But it was just funny. He was just mesmerized by Zodiac. That was his favorite one, I think. And then he then got really fascinated with the door. The door was a huge fascination for him, and he could not figure out how to get the door to work. And so eventually he figured out the lock on the door, and then he finally got it to work, and he finally unlocked the door, and then was able to put guys back and forth. And of course, the first figure he put back and forth is Zodiac. So I picked up Manny Faces, pretend to talk to his Zodiac. And I said, "Look, what is that?" And he finally told me it was a robot, which was cool. He finally figured out it was a robot. So then I didn't let him watch for a second, and I turned the head and asked him again, "What is this again?" And he kind of laughed a little bit. And it was funny because he didn't expect the head to change on the figure. So then it was hilarious. I just sat back on the couch and watched him play. I didn't tell him the names of any of the characters. I just wanted to see what he was going to do. And then he ended up taking off Beastman's armor right here. And he tried to put it on Tila. I think he knows she's supposed to have it because he watches my videos sometimes, probably thinking it's supposed to be her other armor. And it's like, it's kind of clever, you know, so he did something like that with the figure. And it's just kind of funny how he was thinking this has to go somewhere on Tila, either front or her back. He didn't know, and he wanted to help to put it on there so she could have armor. Look, it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Tila. Anyway, so I tried to explain, and it's funny too, I even asked him, he thought that she lost her armor, so he kept wanting to put it on her. And I finally told him it goes with the orange guy, and so he brought the orange guy over to me, and I stuck it on his arm for him, and it was pretty funny. So then he continued to play with all the figures. He moved the axe from He-Man's hand over and over again, and then to get the guys to fit on top, because I don't have any floors, as you can see in this castle. I cannot wait till April when you get the new one. He put the guy's arm off to the side, just like that, so he's can look over the side of the castle. It was kind of clever. And then he tried to shove all the figures through the window. So each figure got to stick their head through each window. And he was grabbing Tila and just shoving her head through the windows like this. He goes, "Head doesn't fit," you know, and he's just trying to jam them all in there, trying to get her to fit through all the different holes. It was pretty funny. And then after he played for probably about 45 minutes, he closed the door. He did break the door off a couple times too. He put all the figures back inside, like how he found them. And then he ended up closing the castle up, and then told me it was time to take it and put it back upstairs. I couldn't believe it that he actually cleaned it up and put it back just the way he found it. All right, let's see some of your questions you guys have. I hope this line succeeds. Yeah, I do too. Fun time. It seems to be doing pretty well. It does. They are made well and super fun to play with. Yeah, he had so much fun playing with them. It was pretty funny. I didn't want to take too many figures down to overwhelm him, so I just had a small handful, as you saw, just those few. And I also didn't bring Skeletor down. I didn't want to have that scare him. The castle face, he said, was scary, so I can imagine if we had Skeletor, I don't want to give him, bad dreams or anything. Yes, the new castle's going to be really cool and a lot of fun. Let's see. Dinosaur Tila is real. Hey, some Joker with North says, hey, cool hero. Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate what you do on your channel with all the custom figures. I love that you are spreading Moto to your new generations. He-Man for life. Excited for Revelation. Yep, it's going to be really cool. I cannot wait for the new cartoon. Let's see, small children get terrorized by Skeleton Man in dreams. Not clickbait. Gone wrong. Hope we can all get the Horde. I'd love to see them and add Shadow Weaver, Catra, and Scorpia to the mix as well. That would be fun. All right, so what do you guys think? Did I choose the right figures? I don't have the new batch yet of with Merman, because I didn't want to toss in there too. I was really debating whether to toss Tila in, or not Tila, but She-Ra in there or not. His sister was there, and when she was younger, she played with She-Ra. And I did mention that I had the new She-Ra figure, and at first she acted like it was no big deal. But after a while, I realized I should have probably brought it down so she could play with it too. She's older, too old to be in the action figures per se, but I think she might have had fun too if I would have brought down She-Ra. It's like a heroic Snake Mountain. Poor Beastman is outnumbered. Well, the funny thing is I didn't tell him who were bad guys and who were good guys. And he would take many faces once he figured out the faces. And I did tell him his name eventually, because he kept saying, so many faces. And so I said, well, his name is Manny Faces, like so many faces. And he would put him on the man, which is what he called a happy robot. And he said this was an evil robot, and this was evil too. And so when his face was green or the robot, it was a bad guy. And when it was the man, it was not a bad guy. So that's how he played. And again, I didn't want to influence his play at all. I just wanted to see what he would do with it. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't tell him any of the guys' names except for Man-E Faces, and only because he was talking about it and kind of asked. So I didn't tell him that he was a bad guy or these were good guys or anything else. He just played with all 5 of them, just as individuals. Oh, you got Panther. Excellent, Master Far. I am also surprised, Fun Time, by how many characters we have so far. It is amazing how much stuff they've kicked out so quickly. I was thinking about Trapjaw, but being he's only not quite 3, I was afraid to give him the small pieces right off the bat. And again, I didn't want to overwhelm him with too many parts, too many pieces. I'll probably let him play with Trapjaw sometime in the future, just alone with just the one toy, so you can kind of see how it works and the functioning before I roll him into the other ones. I did see the Wind Raider was available on Big Bad Toy Store. I already have it set for pre-order, so it's already in my pile of stuff. I didn't see what it looks like though, because when I went to get it, they didn't have the pictures of it yet. Did they already reveal the pictures online? In fact, not only is one Zodiac or Hordak Master Fall, we actually have 2 available. We have oh, I forget what to call it now. Basically, the bigger set of Hordak, and then also that's funny. If you line up just right, it looks like she transforms into Beastman. Oh, when you see Beastman there. Anyway, No, I did not get the Lords of Power Merman. They are sold out. I had it in my cart and I did not click the button. I was kicking myself for that. Are the mini Walmart exclusives? My Walmart puts them on clear. I'll put on clear. So I don't know if they're exclusive to Walmart or not. That's a good question. When is Kildor and Chronos 2-pack coming out? I thought that was coming out this summer. March? Thanks, Master Far. I appreciate you letting us know. See, I tell you, Master Far, he is in the know. Every time I talk to him, he makes the coolest Transformer customs, and it just seems like he knows what's going on. Thanks, Master Far. So I'm guessing you're saying no, they're not for the minis too. Dude, I'm telling you, and I need to make a video together. So you sometime, Master Far, you and I will do we'll use that Zoom meeting, and you and I will have a fun time doing a video together just talking about Masters of the Universe, man. I was about to paint Garfield, but then you posted this. All right. Cool stuff, you guys. Anyway, I just wanted you guys to hear my fun today with my grandson. It was a lot of fun. And better than that, my wife bought apple pie on top of it too. So Blast Attack will be cool. I wonder how they're going to handle him though as a kid's toy. Because the Suicide Bomber is a scary thing to try to promote as a kid's toy. So I know last time in Classics we were afraid they weren't going to make them because of that whole Suicide Bomber concept. So I guess we'll see if they actually go ahead and do it. I know the people reselling them, I cannot believe that. But the good thing is, as you guys saw, the prices are dropping. I mean, Evil Lynn right now on Walmart is lower than she's actually on sale. So that's cool. I hope he tastes like fish sticks. Yeah, it's funny. My granddaughter, she was sitting downstairs, and she was sitting on the couch, and I show her the apple pie, and I say to her, I say apple, you say pie. And I said apple, and I point to her, she goes, pie. And I say apple, and she goes, pie. And she starts cracking up, and she goes, Grandpa, you make me laugh all the time. So it was a lot of fun. Hey, Todd, you like Spider-Man? So you're so much a custom mastering universe. That would be cool. A Master Universe Spider-Man would really be cool. Oh, they must have put them on clearance in your aisle, huh, Bulldog Otis? Yes, that would be cool if they released some classics again. Oh, Webster would be a fun one. Webster's actually my second son down's favorite character from the He-Man universe, and but the kids I had over today were not my second son's down; it was my first son's kids down, and that would have been cool to bring out Webster. A Faker would be cool, Otis. Yep, I'm sure they're going to have the action feature on Webster. They got to. They'll probably sell them a little more expensive. I have noticed the action features figures do go for more. Even Clamp Champ, just with his clamp, they're charging us more as the more expensive figure. And that's the only difference is his clamp. I think there's an extra head too, but there's no other reason why to make him an extra bonus figure like that. But still, Manny Faces is so cool. I can't believe he figured it out on his own eventually. He figured out everything. How to use the door, how to close the castle, how to move the head. He didn't figure out how to pull the figures apart, but last time when he played with a couple, not He-Man figures, but wrestling figures, he knew they're to come apart and tried pulling them apart, but today he didn't do that. I was expecting to have all mixed up arms and pieces by the time he was done, but maybe next time. Yeah, it's hard to find the Series 2 figures. Hopefully we get some more of those in stores. Clamp Champ is an awesome character. I cannot wait to get him. And of course, I'm going to make my Hebrew from him, as you guys already guessed. Fisto would be cool too. That was one of my daughter's favorites when she was little, was Fisto. When she was little, she used to be in her car seat chewing on his fist. I still have the Fisto she chewed on. It was hilarious. He's set aside in a special place. Yeah, I'm not sure what that red figure is, Otis. That's a good point. Yeah, it's strange. Those WWE wrestling figures, it's like they just vanished. That is kind of crazy. There's a few here and there you'll find, but for the most part, they're kind of hard to find. Now, when I did have him play with the figures, I did give him the regular He-Man from Walmart, not the special edition ones. You notice no knife boot cut. So I was kind of afraid to give him the special one, obviously. And I was also afraid to let him play with Scare Glow right now because I believe the plastic's going to break easier on him or the paint get rubbed off. And he was pretty rough with these. He was just banging them and smashing them around into the sides of the castle and through the door and everything else, like a kid does. So I imagine the more he plays with these, the more paint rub we'll see. And it'll be kind of a cool test. I want to see how much paint rub Zodiac will acquire as time goes on. You can already see there's already paint rub right here in the top of his head where he's already smashed him into something. And so it'd be curious to see how much he's going to withstand a 3 and 4 year old as he plays with when he comes over to visit me. So that'll be funny to see the slow deterioration and destruction as he smashes them around. Yeah, hopefully they'll be on Big Bad Toy Store next month. The wrestling figures went home to hibernate. That's awesome, Crank. Also, I think the Mega Constructs line is failing since the Point Dread set is marked down to $20. I got Roton for $20 as well. Nice. Oh, it is? Which do you prefer, black or white Zodiac? That's a really good question. I actually like Zodiac with a K. I think he's so cool with the glowing tattoos and stuff. And but you know what? Like I said, when I was a kid, this was my He-Man figure because He-Man was not sold in stores anymore. So I pretended like this was He-Man with his helmet on. So that was always kind of cool. But I actually, when I was younger, I actually took, it was after 2000X came out and before all the figures were out in stores, I actually took a Clamp Champ figure and made a Zodiac out of him. And then I painted one brown right here and then put the Zodiac armor on him and made a 5.5 Zodiac with a K action figure. I prefer the purple Zodiac. What is your origin story on Moto? Otis, thanks for asking me that. I actually have plans to release a video coming up. I know I keep talking about it. I already lined somebody up to be my interviewer, and she's going to ask me questions and stuff, and basically my origin story will come out about my figures and how I came with Hebrew and the whole works. So that should be coming soon. I would love if they had 2000X characters in the Origins line. That would be so cool. I hope they actually release the 2000X He-Man as well in Origins. We'll see what they do, what they come up with. Maybe make a hybrid second batch of figures. He's got some loose plastic there. Where it's made for a little bit older audience, like a teenage audience, where it's 2000X line in Origins style. That'd really be cool. Crank, you're funny. They have Kildor and Kronos. See, I'm making a John Blackstar custom for the Origins He-Man figure. Nice. Find me on Facebook, and the way to find me is go to he-bro.com. He-bro.com. Click the Facebook link, and you can find me. And then if you guys want to send me pictures and stuff, that's how you find me to send you pictures. So, Rudy's Customs, when you finish your Black Star figures, send me some pictures. And eventually I'll make another video of everybody's customs they sent me, or a lot of people's customs. And if you want your name shown on the video, let me know. And I'll make a video of your guys' cool customs you send me. All right. Mechanic. Oh, I hate Mechanic Master Far. No, not Mechanic. Oh, that's funny. It's funny. Mechanic was always the guy who would get tackled You know, he was always the first guy, the first line of defense that the Horde would kidnap or, you know, be taken out or something else. He was always my guy that would get captured. You know, in the old comics, I always have Tila getting captured. Well, in my storyline, it was Mechaneck. It was the one that always got captured. He was always the lame one. And Zodiac would never be put in play unless one team was starting to win too much over the other. Then Zodiac would come in to basically even the odds. So if all of a sudden I was almost done playing and I didn't want to finish, but all the bad guys were already captured, in came Zodiac to take out the good guys. And then the bad guys could then escape, and then the play could continue. Or vice versa, the bad guys were totally taking it out. Then Zodiac would come down and he would take out the bad guys. And then, you know, so he was the guy that would even the score all the time. So that was always kind of fun. Because, you know, he's neutral. What is the deal with Stratos' beard? I don't know. I love the older He-Man head sculpt, so I'm happy to get the BA He-Man. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how well that looks on the actual He-Man figure. So I'm really excited to get it for that reason also. And it looked cool. He has a sword thing on his back to hold his sword. So I'm kind of excited to see what that looks like too. So I want to see those features on him. See if there's some way to make his barrel bigger. Probably not. So does Zodiac live in Point Dread? He used to live on my top shelf. I didn't have Point Dread as a kid, nor did I have Castle Grayskull. So when Zodiac would live way up on my highest shelf in my room, and then he would come down and settle the score to whoever was losing. It's funny, as a kid, I had an Electro-Man toy, and Electro-Man had the same role as Zodiac before He-Man even came out. And Electro-Man was an 18-inch figure, so he was bigger than G.I. Joe. And when G.I. Joe started losing, in would fly an Electro-Man, and he would even the score, and then he'd go back on the shelf. Because he was fragile, I didn't want him to break, so he only came in just when I accidentally messed up in the storyline and the good guys were losing too much. I mean, in fiction. So I think in fiction, he has his own special place that he lives. I don't think he actually lives in Point Dread, does he? I guess that does kind of make some sense. Maybe the bottom half of Point Dread, the one you don't put on the castle. Interesting. Well, Master Far, thanks for all your insight, man. I tell you, like I said, you and I have got to do that. Sometime we'll connect and we'll figure something out. If you got Facebook, man, find me and we'll do that Zoom video together. That'll be awesome. Anyway, you guys, I just wanted to share my fun that I had. Oh, coming up, hopefully this weekend, I am going to articulate Battle Cat's legs. I'm going to get another Battle Cat to chop them up. Somebody online actually made a really cool Battle Cat, and they shared with me their secrets on how to articulate these with a color that just about matches. So I'm going to share with you guys the secrets that I learned online, and we are going to make together an articulated ankle Battle Cat that is going to be really cool. And so I have to get another Battle Cat to do it with. And the parts are on order. They should be here probably Thursday. And then we should have... Now, I did not take Battle Cat down today. I'll probably take it down later. You know, you can't take it all down at once. This way he has more surprises as time goes on. You know, so someday he'll see Battle Cat 2, and then he can, you know, put the figures on him. And I'm curious to see which figure he puts on him. When I take Battle Cat down there, I'm not going to put a figure on him. I'm just going to sit back and watch and see which character gets to ride Battle Cat in his mind. And that'll be fun to see. I'm not going to let him know what the story is for a long time, so I can watch his imagination grow and see what he does and who he picks out to be good guys and bad guys. So I want to know. I want to see what if no storyline, what's he going to do with these things? I think it's cool. So I'm not gonna pollute his mind with Filmation storyline or 2000X or mini comics. I'm just gonna let his imagination run wild and see what he does on his own. So that's gonna be fun. All right, man, you guys got a lot of comments. Old man learns secrets. And the murders green tiger to move his wrists. Yes. I know. I don't know why they didn't articulate his paws. Even the Mega Constructs ones, the paws are articulated on it. It's like, really? I mean, if the back paws aren't articulated, I'd be fine at that. But the front paws have to be articulated. Because then you could do different walks and steps and have them, actually growl and attack. And I don't know. I just think at least the front paws should be articulated. But the secrets this guy showed me, he did both the front and the back. Oh man, it looks so cool. I should have brought the pictures in to show you guys. I took all of his pictures off of line, and I was thinking about it for a long time how to do it. And like I said, this guy, he has figured it out, and it's lovely. It is really cool. All right. Oh, my Beast Man. Thank you. Yep. I really enjoyed making that Beast Man. There's a lot of work though and stuff to put together. All right. Well, anyway, since Crank's getting off, I'm going to go ahead and get off too. And I will talk to you guys next video. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Hopefully I'll have better content than just talking about my grandson playing with the figures, but it was so cool. I actually really enjoyed that a lot today. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. And see you next video.